Hey, everyone, Alex here. And before we even dive into today's Kansas City Chiefs update, I need to stop for just 1 second and say something really important. I have been looking at the numbers, and I can see that most of you who watch these videos every single day are not subscribed. And I get it sometimes. We just forget to hit that button. But I am telling you right now, it makes a massive difference when you subscribe because it is free. It takes just 1 second and it helps this channel grow so much. And it means I can keep bringing you breaking Chiefs updates, injuries, roster moves, trades, and all the big stories. So before we jump in, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and join the family because we have got a lot to talk about today. Now, let's get right into it. Because Chiefs Kingdom has been buzzing all week, and not in the best way. Offensive line depth is always a hot topic when you have a superstar quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, and right now, all eyes are on Jawaan Taylor, the starting right tackle for Kansas City, and one of the most important pieces keeping Mahomes upright going into Week 2. Fans, coaches, analysts, everyone is wondering what exactly is happening with Taylor after that injury scare and how it could impact the Chiefs' offense moving forward. First off, let's rewind for just a moment because context is everything. When Taylor came over to Kansas City, he was one of the top free agent signings, a big-body athletic guy who could anchor that right side of the line, and the Chiefs paid him accordingly with the idea that he would protect Mahomes for years to come. So when you hear injury and Jawaan Taylor in the same sentence, it instantly gets the alarms ringing, and I know a lot of you felt that same concern the second the report dropped during Week 1. We saw Taylor come up a little slow after a few plays, and you could tell something was bothering him. At first, it was not entirely clear if it was just cramping or a tweak, but by the end of the game, the chatter started building, and by the time the injury report surfaced, everyone was scrambling for answers. And here is where things stand. As of now, according to the latest reports, Taylor has been dealing with a minor lower body issue. Now the team has not gone into crazy detail because, let's be honest, the Chiefs do not like giving away too much when it comes to injuries, especially early in the season. But from what we know, this is not considered a season-changing injury. It is more in the category of something to monitor closely, and that is both good news and a reason to stay cautious. Because let's face it, if you are a Chiefs fan, you know how important that offensive line is. Mahomes has been magic his entire career, but even he needs time to make those plays happen. When you look at it, this offense, it runs through the line, giving him that extra second to find Travis Kelce, to launch one deep to Rashee Rice, or to check down when the pressure is coming, and Taylor's role on the edge is crucial. Now here is where things get interesting. The Chiefs coaching staff has already been asked about Taylor's status going into Week 2, and the messaging has been a little bit optimistic, but also guarded. Andy Reid said they are watching him closely in practice, and the expectation is that he will be available if things continue to trend the right way. However, that does not mean they are just going to throw him out there for a full workload if he is not 100%. So what does that mean? In plain English, it means Chiefs Kingdom should expect Taylor to be active, but possibly with some sort of snap management, depending on how the game unfolds. If he feels good, he could play the majority of the snaps. If not, you might see some rotation or quick substitutions to keep him fresh and limit the risk of re-aggravation. And let us not forget, this is Week 2, not Week 12, or the playoffs. The Chiefs know this season is a marathon, not a sprint. So while every win matters, they are also not about to put Mahomes' protection in long-term jeopardy. If Taylor needs a little bit of rest, you better believe they will adjust accordingly. because protecting their investment in both Taylor and Mahomes is priority number one. Now, a lot of you are probably asking who steps up if Taylor cannot go full-time, and that is a great question. Depth along the line is always tested in the NFL. The Chiefs have a few options, and none of them are perfect. But that is the reality of offensive line play. You have got guys like Wanya Morris, who could slide in if needed, and while he does not have the same experience as Taylor, he has shown flashes of being able to handle himself. The coaches have been developing him for moments like this. So do not be surprised if you see his name pop up on Sunday. But here is the key storyline to really watch when Taylor is on the field. The Chiefs' offense looks balanced. Mahomes has that confidence to step up into the pocket and deliver strikes. When Taylor's off the field, things get trickier because defenses know they can test that right edge. They can bring pressure and force Mahomes to move before he wants to. Even if Taylor plays through the injury, Chiefs fans will want to see how effective he is, because a banged-up right tackle can still create problems. Now let us talk bigger picture, because I know some of you are thinking, well, Alex, if this is a minor issue, why are we even stressing? And here is the truth: injuries on the offensive line have a way of snowballing. A small tweak in week 2 can become something worse if not managed properly. And given the Chiefs' schedule, they need Taylor, not just now, but in the grind of the midseason, and of course in January, when it matters most. So, while yes, it is encouraging that he is trending in the right direction, it is still worth every fan's attention until we see him string together healthy practices and games. Another layer to this story is the mental side for Taylor, because you all know last season he took a ton of criticism for the penalties and false starts that were flagged on him, some fair, some unfair, but it put a huge spotlight on him. Every single snap this season was already going to be about proving himself, showing Chiefs Kingdom that he is worth the contract, and silencing the critics. Now you add an injury, and it is even more pressure on him to bounce back quickly and deliver solid, consistent play. But here is what I love about Taylor. He is resilient, he is tough, and if you have listened to his teammates, they all rave about his work ethic. This is not a guy who is going to sulk or shy away from the challenge. He wants to be out there protecting Mahomes, and he understands what is at stake. So while injuries are never good, if anyone can handle this type of setback and come out stronger, it is him. So Chiefs fans, as we look ahead to week 2, here is what you should keep in mind. Watch the injury reports leading up to kickoff. See how Taylor is listed and pay close attention to how many snaps he actually takes early in the game. If he is out there moving well and handling his assignments, that is the best possible sign. If you notice more rotation or struggles, that could tell us the staff is easing him back in or protecting him from something bigger. And I want to hear from you. What do you think, Chiefs Kingdom? Do you trust the depth on this offensive line if Taylor cannot go 100%? Or are you worried about Mahomes getting too much pressure on that right side? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I read every single one, and I want to hear what you are thinking now. Before I wrap this up, let me just say this. I know injury updates can be stressful, but take a breath. This is not a season-ending situation. This is not panic mode. This is simply one of those things you manage early in the year. The Chiefs have an elite medical and coaching staff. They have been through this before, and they will do what is best for both the player and the team. The focus is still on defending that championship and making another run to the Super Bowl. And having a healthy Taylor is a big part of that journey. So Chiefs Kingdom, buckle up for week 2. Keep your eyes on the right side of that line, and let us see how Taylor responds to this little setback, because the way I see it, if he can push through and stay healthy. This offensive line could be one of the strongest units in the league, protecting Mahomes and giving this team every chance to dominate. All right, that is going to do it for today's update. But before you click away, I have got to remind you once again, if you made it this far into the video and you are still not subscribed, come on, what are you waiting for? This channel is all about giving you the fastest, clearest updates on the Kansas City Chiefs. And I promise you, you do not want to miss what is coming next. So hit that subscribe button right now. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and turn on the notifications so you never miss a single update. This is Alex signing off. And as always, Chiefs Kingdom, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and get ready because this season is just getting started and there is so much more to come. I will catch you all in the next one.